Testing 1 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are broadcasting the sale live now. So those that are joining us online or on the web, we'd like to welcome as well. So about 10 minutes, Carter, till sale time. So we'll get started. Folks, we have plenty of seating up here in the front, too. Feel free to come on up here. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you to the sale. According to my watch, it is sale time. It is 6 o'clock, and we are up here to the Norris Farm here in York Township here in Noble County. And I'll tell you what a wonderful opportunity that you have here this evening. I'll tell you what, this farm has been in the family for many, many years. And Philip passed away back here in July, and his wife, Mary Lou, passed away in 2003. And the family decided it's time for a change and decided to put the farm up and offer it here this afternoon at public auction. I want to take just a minute and introduce the family here, and that's Deb Wiedenhammer. And she is the trustee of the trust. The farm is held in the trust, and we have Mark and his wife Jan here, and Scott and his wife Janet. And they also had a sibling, Karen Dreibelbliss, that passed away here several years ago. And so that is the family. Now, I got to tell a little story about Karen. They tell me everybody, Josh, that came to this open house said Karen had the most monumental garage sales ever. This is a famous place, folks. If you buy this tonight, you can start the garage sales up and the farm will pay for itself in no time at all. And so this is the family here this evening here. Philip worked at Thermogas for over 20 years and then at Hella Chemical for 12 years. And I'll tell you, Mary Lou, she was the executor of the home here. She was the CEO of the home there. And they've worked this farm. They've raised their family here. And I'll tell you what, it's just been a wonderful, wonderful place for that family. And so I want to take just a few minutes and go through the terms and the conditions of the sale here this evening. We did pick up the survey today. We were hoping to have the survey a couple weeks ago. However, the survey, Ryan Weber, is extremely busy, and he told me when I picked the survey up to apologize to everybody for not getting it sooner, but he was literally on the phone with me at 11 o'clock last night in his office getting this survey put together. So we do have the final survey over there, and it is laying on the table. I want to point just a few things out. We do now have the correct acreages, and you might want to write this down. It is on your map, not in your booklet, but in your packet. So the one in the booklet is incorrect. So the farm surveyed out to 75.32 acres. Track 1 is 3.41 acres. Track 2 is 61.27 acres. And track 3 is 10.64. And so once again, track 1, 3.41. Track 2, 61.27. Track 3, 10.64. And the guys, they all have those written down on their pads as well. So if you have any questions, didn't catch those, call the guys over and they'll help you with that. Now, I want to just go through a few farm notes here and about that survey. So with that track 3, with that woods, that line goes right down the center of the creek. So that's going to be your west property line there. Now, a lot of people, if you look at the surveyor, if you've looked at the GIS, there's 2 little fingers in there. You actually own those 2 little fingers. Those are right-of-ways. The Norrises platted that out along there years ago. They were going to put a subdivision in there. That never came to fruition. And so they vacated that plat, but they did not vacate the right-of-ways. So that is just right-of-ways. So the county encouraged them to keep that. If you ever wanted to put a survey or a subdivision in the future, those right-of-ways would be in place. So if you want those gone, you simply can go down and get those vacated, we believe. However, you own that no matter what. So, I would just probably leave it just how it is. Wouldn't bother it. You own the land. It's not like you're granting anybody access to that property, but you do own those little fingers there. So I want to point that out. Also on on that track 3, it does run down to Round Lake down there. So you do have, I was trying to scale it off the map over there. I think you have around 30 feet of frontage running down to Round Lake. Now that comes out right at the ditch down there. And so you can walk to the lake. I personally don't think you could put a pier in there, Pat, but that's your decision. If you put the pier in, ask for forgiveness. That's between you and the county surveyor. You do whatever you want with that. But it does run down to the lake, and you can really see it depicted on that map over there. Also, on track 1, the propane tank is rented. It is rented. It is not owned by the family there. So we will put you in connection with the propane company there and get that transferred into your name if you wish. Also, any propane that's left in the tank will be yours. We will transfer that to you. I want to take just a few minutes and get the housekeeping out of the way here and go through the terms and the conditions of the sale. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be auctioning the farm here in 3 individual tracts or any combination of those tracts. I'll auction each tract individually first. That will post those over on the A board. I'll then take any combinations. You can say, Brandon, I want to see the together. I want to see 1 and 2, 2 and 3. You tell me what you want to, and then we will work back and forth here. We're going to switch mic. That's a little better. And so we will back and forth there until we get to the final bid there, and we will implement the 2-minute rule. If we have no bidding there within 2 minutes, we will bring the bidding to a conclusion tonight. We will require 10% down tonight in the form of a personal check. That's fine. 10% of the purchase price. That is a non-refundable earnest money deposit, which we'll hold in our escrow account. We are asking that the real estate be closed within 45 days of the auction. We have everything ready to go if the farm sells an entire tract. If the farm sells in multiple tracts, we're going to have to file with the Noble County Area Plan Commission to get those splits approved. Ryan Weber has everything ready to go. I'm going to call him tonight, let him know how the farm's going to sell, and we should be able to get on the next meeting there and be able to close this within 30 days. If for some reason we cannot get on that meeting, we do have in the purchase agreement 30 additional days to get the property closed here for you. But if you're buying the property here as the entirety here this evening, we are ready to close this next week or just whenever you are. But you do have 45 days to close it. We're going to provide you with good, clear, clean title to the property. In your booklets, I have ran preliminary title work through Metropolitan Title. The property's got a good, clear, clean bill of health. We're going to be providing you with an owner's policy of title insurance in the amount of the purchase price. If you're getting a loan, you will pay for the loan policy. We'll be transferring by a trustee's deed. That's the best kind of deed you can have in this situation. We'll be giving you possession there on track 1, the day of final closing, and on track 2, after the harvest of the 2022 crops here, just as soon as those come off, you will have a possession there of that tillable land. Track 3 will be giving you possession of that there the day of final closing as well. Now, the seller's going to retain all of the cash rent for 2022. They will also be paying all of the 2022 due and payable 2023 real estate taxes. Your tax obligations will start in 2023, due and payable 2024. They're getting all of the income off the farm. They're paying all of the taxes this year. That'll also give us time to get those tax bills split with the county there if the property does sell in multiple parcels here this evening. Now, the cost of the survey is going to be split 50-50 between the buyer and the seller. If the total cost of the survey was $7,720, and that's if it sells here in multiple parcels tonight, that means half the cost of that to the buyers would be $3,860, and this is how it's going to break down. Track 1 will pay $500 of that survey. Track 2 will pay $2,260, and track 3 will pay $1,100. Now, if the farm sells as an entirety tonight, the cost of the survey is $4,850, and you would pay half of the $4,850 for that. That's because they don't have to do all of the extra work writing the legal descriptions for the individual tracts and also going and representing the family at the Noble County Plan Commission. So there you go on that. I want to take just a minute here. The taxes currently on the farm are $1,872.20, and there's also $151.68 Kirkpatrick ditch assessment there on the property. Well, folks, you're buying the property tonight, as is, where is, with no warranty being expressed or implied. You're going to be bidding your judgment here this evening on the property. The sellers have filled out the residential disclosure. Even though this is an estate, the property is in a trust, so we are required to fill out the disclosure that is posted over on the board, along with the lead-based paint. The property was built prior to 1978, so there is a possibility of lead-based paint. The family has no knowledge of any lead-based paint. We've also told you about don't chew the woodwork. And so we have just a wonderful opportunity here. We're going to be selling tonight by the whole dollar amount and not by the acreage. The guys have the calculators if you need any help calculating what the acreages are there. And so we're going to give you a good, quick, snappy sale this evening. And so we are selling the real estate subject to confirmation of the seller here tonight. We're fully anticipating new owners. The family came to town to do business here this evening. When the bidding slows down, Josh is going to have a little conversation with them, but we're fully anticipating new owners here. So you bid your judgment. You bid to the guys. I want to introduce the crew here. That's Craig Hershey. That's Josh Lewis. You've got Isaac Stoller back there. You've got Pat Carter, myself, Brandon Steffen. We've got Bradford Zebel running the computer. Val, she's running the board. Now, she's a retired gym teacher, not a math teacher, so give her a little leeway here tonight. And we've got Teresa back there checking everybody in. There is refreshments back there. And I'm pretty proud we've got new fly swatters to give away. So make sure you get your fly swatter on the way out here. But what a wonderful opportunity here, folks. And it's set here. It's ready to go. The Norris family is everything satisfactory, everything ready to go here this evening. And so here we are now. Oh, perfect. And so I want to introduce Gaylord Cunningham. He's been farming the farm here for many years, and we certainly appreciate all of your service to the Norris family and keeping this farm in such good shape for them over the past years here. So once again, thank you so much for that. Have I forgotten anything else? Is Lower Long Lake. Lower Long Lake. If I didn't make one mistake tonight, hey, so that is Lower Long Lake, not Round Lake. Lower Long Lake is the lake there that it has access to. So I guess if it was Round Lake, it would be quite a ways away, wouldn't it? All right. So with that said, I've made my mistakes tonight. I think we're ready to go. Carter, you got anything to add to this? Everybody else does. That's right. Here, the fall evening here. So here we are. We're up here now to track one, which is the homestead here with 3.41 acres here. You've got the home, you've got the pole buildings, you've got the hog barn, you've got the old pin frame barn. You help yourself here. So if you're interested in these individual tracks, as we go through them, this is your opportunity to bid on them. Here we go. All right, track one. Here we go. And to buy it here. Then here we go. And to buy here. Here to go. And to buy here. 150. And now 150. 100 a quarter. 100. And you buy it here. 100. And you buy it here. $100,000 on it. Hit 100. And you buy it here. Get $100,000 on it. 100 here. Get 75. 80. Hit 75 now. 80. 75. About 80. And you buy it here. Get 75. Get $80,000 on it. And 75. Get 80. And 75. Get $80,000 on track one. Give $80,000 on it. 75. Who goes 75? And 75. How much here? 75. 50. And now $50,000 on it. 50. And you got to buy it here. You get $50,000 on it. Any interest in that? And now $50,000 on it. Track one. And now $50,000 on it. Here we go. $50,000. Here we go. And you got to be about it here now. $50,000 on it. $50,000 here. 50. And now 50. 60. And you got to buy it here. You get $60,000 on it. 50,000. You get $60,000. Here we go. And you got to buy it here. You get 60 and 50. $60,000 on it. 50. You get $60,000 on it. 50. You get 60. 50 now. $60,000 on it. 50. You get $60,000. Here we go. You got to buy it here. Here now. 50. You get 60. 50. 60. Post is bid there at $50,000 there. Bidder number 16. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're up here now to the 61.27 acres here. And I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a tremendous farm here. You've got road frontage there on both county roads there, just a tremendous piece. You've seen the crop records there. They are in your book there, so help yourself here. Track number 2, 61.27 acres. All right, here we go. And you're going to buy it here. And what are you going to give here? All right, get 600. And now 600. And you buy it here. You get a 500,000 on it. Track 2, get 5 and $500,000 on it. He but about here now 5. Get 4, 300,000. Get $300,000 on it. He but about here now 3. At $300,000 on it. Here we go. And you're gonna buy it here. You get 3. And you buy it here. You get $300,000 on it. Get $300,000 on it. And you're gonna buy it here. I'll tell you what. Put your money in farm ground tonight, not the stock market. Get 3 and now 300. And you buy it here. You get 300. And you buy it here. You get $300,000 on it. And you're gonna buy it here. Anybody interested in that by yourself? Call the boys over. Get 300. And you buy it here. You get 300. And now 300. And you buy it here. You get 3, 2 and $200,000 on it. 2 bid 2 and a half. Get 200. You get 250. I better get 2. Better get 250. Now 3. Now 300. Now 3 and a half. Better get 3. Better get 350. Now 4. And now $400,000 on it. 3. Better get 4. Better get a 450. I bet 4. Better get a 450. And you buy it here. Better get 5 here. 500. And now 500. 450. Better get a 500. And now 450. Better get a 500. 450. 475 on it. Hit 450. Better get 75. 450. Get 475. And 450. Better get 75. Bid. Better get half. Better get 75. Better get half. Better get 475. And now 450. 475 bid. Here we go. And 450. Better get 75. 450. Better get 475 here. 450. I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a beautiful farm. We've got her here tonight. 450. 475 here. 450. Better get a 475 bid. Better get a 5. Better get a 5. 450. Better get 75. And now 475. Better get 75. 450. 475. Hit 60. 70. And now 470. And now 470 bid. 60. 70. And find it here. Better get 60. Better get 70. 460. 70. Post is bid at $460,000 there. Buyer number 11. All right, Josh. Track number 3. You want to talk about peaches and cream. We've got it here tonight. You boys have looked it over. You've walked it. You want to talk about a hunting property extraordinary. You've got it here. You've got tillable acreage there, about 3 acres of tillable ground. You've got a beautiful woods there. You've got an open creek there. And so help yourself here. Track number 3, 10.64 acres. Here we go. Hand divided here. Give 150. Give 100. And now 100. And divided here. We got $100,000 on it. 75. And $75,000 on it. 75. To get 50. And now $50,000 on it. $50,000 on it. Here we go. 35. 40,000. And 35. To get $40,000 on it. 40. To get 50. And 40. To get $50,000 on it. 40. To get 50. To get $60,000 on it. $60,000. He would get 70, and now 70 bid, 80, and 80, 90, and now 90 bid, he would get 90 bid, 100, and divided he would 100 bid, he would bid, 100, now 10, and now 110 bid, here we go, and got about 110, no money at all, 10, 20, and now 120, 110, 120 bid, and you got about here, 110, 120, 120, he would get 30, and divided he would 130 bid, and now 130, doesn't get any better than that, now 130 bid, it would get 20, it would get 30 bid, and now I have to be here. Hey, Isaac, what about my friends along the back wall back there? They're being awful quiet. 120, 130, 120, 130, 120 bid. He would get 130 bid. He would get 20, 30, 120. Anybody here but 130, 125. Will that help? 120. He would get 125. 125. 125, 25, 30, and now 130 bid. Here we go. And get a bite here. We get 125, 130. Anybody else want to try that? 125, Kevin. Here we go. And now 130 bid. 125 bid. Here, 130. 125. 130. I'll tell you what, Isaac, they've been good bidders here this evening. We can always come up with a few dollars, but you can't duplicate this property. I have 125,000. I want $130,000 on it. 125, give 130. 125, 130 bid. 125, 130 bid. He would be about 125, 130. 125 at 130. Post his bid there, Isaac, at 125,000 there. Bidder number. Bidder number 2. Let's do a calculation. Where are we at here with the entire farm? We're at $635,000. So let us know what you want to see here tonight, folks. If you want to see the entire farm, if you want to see a combination of any tracks, but I have $635,000 there on the entire farm. Or if anybody would like to bid on any of those tracks individually, let us know. While they're visiting here, let's see if anybody's interested in the entire farm. I have 635,000. Give 650 on the entire farm. 650. Anybody here to get 35 to get 50? And now 650. I'm to get 35 and give 650,000 on the entire farm. 650. 635 to get 650. 635 get 650. Anybody interested in the entire farm? 50, and now 75, and now 650, but get 75 bid, high, but get 650, but get 675, 650, but get 75 bid, high, but about here and a half, hey, but get 75, but get 650, but get 675, and now 650, but get 675, but get half, but get 75, but get 650, but get 75. 650, give $675,000 on it. 650, but it gets 675. 650, but it gets 675. Just call the boys over. 650, 675, 675. Post the bid there, Val. $650,000 there. Bidder number 25. So if we were to sell the farm here this evening, the B board would be in the lead here at $650,000. $15,000 between the boards. Bidder number 25. All right, call the boys over. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of value left in track 1 there. $50,000. That's no money at all. If you want to raise any of your individual bids there here this evening, folks, $15,000. What an opportunity here. You have a highly productive farm here, Josh. You've got road frontage. You've got a great location. I'll tell you what, it does not get any better than this here this evening. I see a lot of calculators running there this evening, Val. Hey, Josh. Let us know what you want to see here, folks. The entire farm here at $650,000. Track one at $50,000 to bidder 16. Track two, $460,000. Track three at $125,000 individually. $635,000 or the entire here, which is in the lead here this evening at $650,000. Let's go ahead and start this board here, Val. All right, when you're done, we're done. We'll present the bids. What do you have, Isaac? 55 on track one, 55, 60, and 55, it gets 60 on track one. I have 55,000, now 60,000 on one, 60, now five, 65, 70, and $70,000 on it. Here we go. Here we go, 70, and now $70,000 on it, 65, it gets 70,000. Where are you going to find a house in the country on 3 acres for $70,000? 65, 70,000, 65, it gets 70, and now 70,000, it gets 75, 75, it gets 80. Anybody, 85, 85, 90 bid, 90, 95, 95, 90, 95, 90 bid, 95, 90 bid, 95, 90 bid, 95, 95. That's 3.141 acres here, 95 at 100, and 95 at 100, and 95 here, 100, now 105, at 100 bid, heave at 105, at 100 here, 100 here, 105, heave at 105, 10, and now 110 bid, and you buy it, heave at 110. 110, 105 at 110, and you're going to buy it, heave at 110. 105 at 110, 105 bid, hey, but about here 110, 110, 15, and now 115, I better get 10, I better get 15, I better get 10, I better get 15 bid, I better 110, I better 115, 110, 115. Where'd he come from? 115, 20, and you buy it here, you 15, you get 20 bid, and you're gonna buy it here, you get 15, you get 20 bid, and you're gonna buy it here, 115, 120, 120 bid, get right on it, 20, now 5, and now 5, 30, and I got 25 here, 30, and now 130, he's out, Isaac, and now 130 bid, he's out, 125, 130, 30, now 5, and now 35, 40, and now 140, and now 140 bid, we get 35, we get 40 bid, we get 40, now 5, and now 145 and a bit on her here, 45, 50, and now 150, 145 and 150, now 5, and now 155 bid, he bit about here, 155 and a bid, 155, 5 and a 150, bit of 5, 5 and a 5, 5 and a 155. Sure, man, want to try it, Craig? 150, 155, 5 and a bid, he bit. Run next door and get him a shot. It'll make it easier. 150, that's right, 150, 155 at a bid, 155, 155. Post has bid $150,000. Let's see what that does. That's going to put our new sale total, Craig, at $735,000. So let's recap. If we were going to sell the farm right now, track one, $150,000 to bidder number 4. Track number 2, 460,000 to bidder number 11. Track 3, 125,000 there to bidder number 2, $735,000. It's wide open. Now on the entire farm, 750, 750. Let us know what you want to see. A lot of conferences going on out there. Tracks 1 and 2, 2 and 3. I'll tell you what, where are you going to find a woods at? On track 3, 130, now 5, 135, 40 Pat, and now 140, hey, but I'm in 140 bid, hey, but get 35, 40, but get 135 at 140 bid, hey, you're gonna buy it, hey, but get 35, but get 40, and now 140 bid, hey, but get 35, but get 40. Post is bid $135,000 there. Same bidder. Yep, 745,000. If we were to sell the farm now, it would go in 3 individual tracks, $745,000. I'll tell you what, look at that entire farm, folks. I think that's where the value is at here this evening. The entire farm. You know, that track 2 is only setting at $7,500 an acre. I think there's a lot more value in that track 2. If you're looking for tillable acreage by itself, take a look at this track right here. Give 775 on that entire farm. Anybody else want to see anything here? Let us know. If not, ladies and gentlemen, the farm is going to sell tonight. The family came to downtown to do business, Pat. The reserve has been lifted. There is going to be new owners here this evening. So tonight's the night. This is your opportunity. This farm has not been sold in decades. So I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a beautiful farm, you stand up in that living room and you look out. It is absolutely spectacular. You've got a good paved road there. You're close to Wolf Lake. You're close to Albion. You're close to Wakarusa. You're close to Syracuse. I'll tell you what, you want to talk about location. We have it here this evening. Anybody else? On track number 3, I have a new bidder. On track 3, 140, down 5, 140, but 145. I'm at 140 bid. I'm at 145. I'm at 140 bid. Hey, but at 45, you've owned it a long time, buddy. 145, 50, 145, 150, 145 bid. Hey, you're gonna buy here at 150, 145. I'm at 150 bid. Hey, but at 45. I'm at 150, 145. I'm at 150. Isaac, we were just talking the other day. It is super hard to find these little small wooded tracks, and you have it here today. 145, 150 with water. 145, 150, 145 at 150, 145 at 150, bid here, bid at 45 at 150, at 145 bid here, bid at 150, bid here, bid at 50, bid at 5, 5 at 5, 5 at 155, at 150, and you buy it here, bid at 155 bid here, bid at 150, 5 at a bid, at 155 bid here, bid at 5 at 155 at 55, here, bid at 55 at 160, and now 160, but above it 155 at 160 in this fun, Josh. 155 bid, hey, but 160, and now 160, but above it 155 at 160, 155 here, location, 155 here, but 160. You want to talk about a trophy hunting property? It's right here, 155, 160, 155 at 160. Post has bid there, $155,000 there. I've seen him. Same bidder. $750, $765. Ladies and gentlemen, $765,000. If we were to sell the farm tonight, it would sell in 3 individual tracks. All right, let us know what you want to see here. If not, we're going to start the stopwatch here. I'll tell you what, that track two is where the money's at here this evening. Or the entire farm. I'll tell you what, I think the house is still a good buy too. 3.1 acres and a country val, $150,000. If you want to try that house again, call the boys over. They'll help you here. All right, Josh, go ahead and start your stopwatch. 2 minutes. If we have nobody else here bidding here within 2 minutes, we're going to bring the sale to a conclusion. The farm is going to sell here tonight. Currently, we have $765,000 bid on the property in 3 tracks. Let us know if anybody needs any more time, wants to see anything else here, but I think the opportunity is still here this evening. Boy, the crops, Bradford, look awful good on that farm. You couldn't get any better crops this year. On track 1, I have 160, 70, and you buy it here at 170, 160, 170, 65, 160, but 65 bid. Hey, but I'm up here $165,000, honey. Hit 5, but I'm up here 165, but I'm up here we go. Got a 5 here, 70, and now 170, 165, at 170 bid. Here we go. Got a 170, 165, at 170, 165 here, 70. And you buy it here, but I'm we go. Got to buy it here, but 170, and now 170 bid here, but 165 at a bid, 170 bid, 165, but 170, 170. Post is bid there, 165,000 there. Is that the same way? Bidder number, what's your number? 2, 4, bidder 4, bidder 4. Yep, bidder 4, same way. 780,000 if we were to sell the farm right now. 780,000 each track individually. Let us know what you want to see, folks. All right, Josh, we'll restart that stopwatch for me. Any individuals? Track number 2, track number 3, track number 1. If we were to sell the farm right now, track number 1 would sell for $165,000 to bidder number 4. Track number 2, $460,000 there to bidder number 11. Track number 3, $155,000 there to bidder number 2. Sale total $780,000. Any combinations 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, the entire farm? On track number 2, 465, 470, 65, and 70, and now 465, and 470 bids, 70 bids, 70, and 5 here, and now 475, 75, and 75, and 80, and now 480 bid, he bid above it in a 480 bid, 80, 85, but about 90, 490, 500, and you buy it, bid 500, it's easier to write the check that way, 490, 500, and now 490, bid 500, and now 490. To get 500. Norris family, are you doing okay over there? 490. Hit to get 5, and now 500. And you buy it here to get 5. One more time. Here we go. You've owned that farm a long time tonight. Get 500. Give 500 a bid. Hit 500 a bid. 400 a bid here. 490. To get a 5. How about 495? 495, 490, 495. I'll help them, Craig. You help us. 495 a bid. 495. Post the bid there. 490,000 there. Bidder number. Bidder number 6, Pat. The minute she walked in the door tonight, I knew she was here to do business. Now, what's that doing for us? That's going to give us a sale total of $810,000 there. Let's just recap the sale here. Track 1, $165,000 to bidder number 4. Track number 2, $490,000 to bidder number 6. Track 3, $155,000 to bidder number 2. Sale total $810,000. All right. Help yourself here, folks. What do they say, Josh? We have more time than money, but we want to be fair with everybody's time here this evening. So, Josh, start the watch again. I'd like to remind everybody the farm is going to sell tonight. There is going to be new owners here this evening. On track number 3, 160, now 5, 160, bid 5, 165 to bid, 165, 65 here, 70, and now 170, 165 to bid, 170, and now 170 bid, 65 to bid, 170 bid, he bid 165, 170 bid, he bid 70. 170, 165, 170 bid. He bid above it here to good. He bid above it here to 170, and now 170, and now 170 bid. He bid above it here to 165, 170, now 5, and now 170 for bid. He bid above it here to 175. I bid above it here to 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, bid above it here to 75, 175. Hey, Pat, we used to have an old boy that worked with us. He's now passed away, but he'd say, no, look it over, but don't overlook it. That's what's going on here. 170, 175, 175. Last time, 175, but 170 for bid, but 170 for bid, but 175, 175, 175, but 170 bid, 175, a bid, 175, about. Don't lose that good piece of hunting ground. For $5,000, 170 bid, 175, 175, 175. While they're calculating, we'll post the bid there at 170,000 there, and your bidder there, Josh, is 17. Bidder number 17. On track number 2 now, 495, 500, and now 495, but again 5, and 500, say it, 500, thank you, now 10, and 500, but again 510, 500, 510, post is bid there at $500,000 there, same bidder, 500,000. We're good. That was track number 2, $500,000, bidder number 6. All right, our new sale total, $835,000 here. On track number 3, 175, 180, 175 at 180. I'm at 175 bid, I'm at 180, I'm at 175 bid, he at 180 bid, he at 75. It's the trophy property. 175 bid, 180, I'm at 175 bid, he at 180, 175 at 180. Post his bid $175,000. That's bidder. What's his bidder, 2 or 4? 2, bidder 2. I should know that by now. 175,000 there. Let's take our sale total there, Craig, to $840,000. All right, let's recap. That was fun. Track number 1, $165,000 to bidder number 4. Track number 2, $500,000 to bidder number 6. Track 3, $175,000 to bidder number 2. Sale total here this evening, $840,000. Let us know what you want to see. Josh, go ahead and start your stopwatch. We're just starting that to be respectful of everybody's time, but we want to give everybody plenty of time here this evening. The farm is going to sell. What do they say? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Isn't that right? Carter, have you heard that? You want to hear it again? On track number 1, I have 175,000, 180. I'm at 175, 180. I'm at 175, 180 bid. I'm at 75, 180 bid. He at 75, 180. I'm at 175. I'm at 180 bid. He you've owned her a long time. 175 bid. Here we go. About him at 180. And now 175 bid. Hey, about him at 180 bid. He at 180. Now 5. I'm at 180. I'm at 185. 90. I'm at 190 bid. He 85 to 90. Just stay right with me. 185 to 190. I'm at 185 bid. Here you got about 190. 90. Now 5. And now 195 bid. Here 195. 200. I like his style. Now 10. To get 10. I'm going to get 210 bid. Here you got about 200. To get 210. At 200 to 10. And now 200 to get 210. Hey, but 210. We'll give him time to think about it. Post his bid over there, Pat, at $200,000. 23. New bidder on that. $200,000 there to bidder number 23. All right, we're getting a new sale total here for the farm. That's $875,000, right, Bradford? $875,000. Track number 1 now standing at $200,000 to bidder 23. Track 2, $500,000 to bidder number 6. Track 3, $175,000 to bidder number 2. $875,000 total. All right, let's start this stopwatch in a minute. Call us over. I'd also like to remind everybody we have Phillips tractors going up in his coin collection. That's an online auction going right now. It does end on Sunday. There is a catalog over there, or go to our website. I'll tell you what, there's still a lot of great buys left over there. So make sure you take a look. I know the family would certainly appreciate you supporting that auction there. And so, all right, $875,000. Does anybody need any more time? We want to give everybody an ample opportunity. You need to call your wife, call your husband, call your girlfriend. We want to give everybody plenty of time here, Craig. Got about 45 seconds left here. If we have no other bids within 45 seconds or anybody calling the guys over, we will sell the farm here tonight. But on track number 1, $200,000 to bidder 23. Track 2, $500,000 to bidder 6. Track 3, $175,000 to bidder number 2. $875,000. There's going to be new owners here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds. You just call us over. Stop us if anybody needs any more time. I always love this when somebody comes in now and puts the whole farm together. Anybody else? Anybody else here? Pat, run around and get the names for me or somebody. I think that's what you're doing. We'd be happy to scratch those and change those if anybody would like to place a bid. So if anybody needs any more time here, 20 seconds or so. You let us know here, folks. I'm going to recap these boards one more time. Track 1 sitting at $200,000. That's the house and the buildings. To bidder number 23 right now. Track number 2, $500,000. On track 2, I knew I liked you, Isaac. On track number 2, I have 515,000. I want 530,000. 515, 530, 530, 545, 545, 545. 545, 530, 40. I'm at a 530, but I got a 540. I'm at a 30, 40. I'm at a 540 bid, but I get 30, but I get a 40 bid, but I get 30 bid, but I get 540 bid, but I get 30, 40. I'm at a 530, but I get 40 bid, but I'm at a 530, 40. I'm at a 530, but I get 40 bid, but I get 30, 40. 535, 40, 535, I get 540 bid, I get 35, I get 540 bid, 535, 540, 540, 540, 545, hit 540 bid, I get 45, I'm in a 45, I get 45, I get 540, I get 45, I'm in a bid, 545, one more time, make it bring 550, 545, I'm in a bid, 545, I get 540, I get 5, I'm in a 5, I get 5, I'm in a 5. Postage bid, $540,000. Bidder number 6. Greg, what do they call that? A flare up in the gas can? We like it. We like it. I'd like to find another one of those. All right, I'm going to recap these boards here. Ladies and gentlemen, if we were to sell the farm right now, it'd be $915,000. Track 1, $200,000. Track 2, $540,000 to bidder number 6. Track 3, $175,000. Our sale total right now, $915,000. Help yourself here, folks. 1 minute here, Josh. We're going to stick right to it. Boy, that's quiet, Val. Hey, Teresa, are you back there? Now, Teresa lives right up on 33. She's put a great big dinner in the slow cooker for us. So, Teresa, what's your address? We'll all be over there. Give us about 35, 40 minutes. 30 seconds here, folks. 30 seconds, and we're going to sell the farm here this evening. 30 seconds. 25. I'm happy to stop the clock. If we're to sell the farm now, track 1, $200,000 to bidder 23. Track 2, $540,000 to bidder 6. Track 3, $175,000 to bidder number 2. $915,000 is our sale total here this evening. I've got about 15 seconds left. Does anybody need any more time? Are we all done? Call the boys over. Craig, do you need any more time there? They're looking there behind you. Do they need any more time? 10 seconds. Anybody else? $45 on track 2, $545 here, $50, $550, $555, $550, but I get a $555, $550, but I get a $555. Postage bid $550,000, same way. All right, we're going to set this clock at 30 seconds. We're going to set this clock at 30 seconds. I'm more than happy to stop it. Same bidder there on 2, $550,000 to bidder 6. Track 1, $200,000 to bidder number 23. Track number 3, $175,000 to bidder number 2. Our sale total, $925,000. 15 seconds. $10 seconds. Craig, are we all done back there? We need any more time? Hit the gas. We appreciate. Ask his wife. Tell them those fly swatters are $20 if they didn't bid on the farm. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody else, we've had a lot of fun with you tonight. A tremendous farm. We want to give everybody ample opportunity here, but we are going to bring the sale to a conclusion. This is our final call. Anybody else? Fly swatter, do whatever we need to do. Are we? Gentlemen in the back? Are you done? All right. Are we all through? Are we all done? What an opportunity. We appreciate everybody's bidding here tonight. Once and final call. Here we are. I have sold the farm here tonight at $925,000. Let's give all of the bidders and buyers a big round of applause here. And Pat, go ahead and introduce the buyers here this evening. Thank you so much to all of our buyers and all of our bidders. I know on behalf of the entire Norris family and the Steffen Group, we certainly appreciate your bidding here this evening. We do not want to take those snacks. So grab some snacks or drinks before you go out the door back there. Grab a fly swatter, grab a yardstick here. We'll get the paperwork done here, and we'll get everything signed up. Once again, thanks for attending the sale, and have a safe trip home.